Transformers Rise of the Furries came out, and I thought it was really good. Probably the only, this and Bumblebee, only good Transformers movies out there. And that's gotta be true, because Transformers movies have been sucking ass for like 10 years straight. And now this and Bumblebee, pretty sure and pretty clear that they're a new reboot. And this is really, really good. Way better than those crappy ass Bay films. And the thing I absolutely liked a lot is that the humans are not useless appendages like they were in the other movies. They actually do something. Like Charlie from Bumblebee, she did a few things. Yeah, she wasn't kicking ass or anything, but she still did a few things to help Bumblebee along the way. But these newcomers, Noah and I forgot her name, I'm sorry. But they both do way more, especially when Noah suits up in a Transformer suit. That was really cool. Both movies are things that the franchise desperately needed for people to stay invested and on board. Because, yeah, after freaking Last Night, Age of Shit, and Revenge of the Fuckboy, what do you call it? All the movies have been terrible. But these just managed to make it fun and cool again. Like, I forgot that this movie taught me that Transformers can actually be really badass. And I never gave 1 ounce of a shit about the Transformers lore. When I was always open to it, yeah. Especially after seeing this movie, I'm open to learning more. But before, those movies did not want to make me learn about more. So going into this, it was nice to see Maximals and Terrorcons. I've never seen those guys before. It's always been Autobots versus Decepticons, and then that's it. But no, this movie manages to do some new stuff to keep it fresh. And I really like that. Even some new Autobots in here that were better used than the other movies. And I really like the Maximals so much. They seem like the most unique form of characters in the Transformers universe. And I hope we get to see more of them. Actually, probably not, since, yeah, probably not after this movie, but the same group, yeah. But I'd like to see some growth. That'd be pretty good. Guaranteed, your fan favorites in this movie are going to be the Autobots and one Maximal, maybe. Like Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Mirage, what do you call it? The Motorcycle Lady and Optimus Primal and the Bird Maximal. Only thing I don't like is that some of the Maximals weren't used that well. They were just there just to be there. Like the Cheetah and the Rhino. They didn't really do jack shit. I think the Cheetah only had like one fucking line in that movie. But besides, hopefully in the next movie or later down the road, if they ever happen to do a Beast Wars movie, hopefully that more show up and then they actually do something more besides it just being Optimus Primal. And the comedy in this movie actually hit, and I was glad, especially when it comes to Mirage, Pete Davidson. I thought Pete Davidson did a nice job being Mirage. He was cool. He was, funny. He was badass when he needed to be. He was heartfelt when he needed to be. I just like Pete Davidson. The dude's just funny. I recommend his show Bupkis. Funny ass show. And the movie King of Staten Island. Another great ass movie. Really funny. I'm waiting for the day where Transformers movies can just ditch the MacGuffin shit. Because there's a few MacGuffins in this movie. And I understand it could get tiring for some people. For me, sometimes if it's overused. But when it comes to Transformers, it's overused a little too much. And I would like to see him ditch that in the future. Because, in this movie, you got, 2 MacGuffins. Stop doing that shit. There is a bit of really good 90s flavor. Not only is the movie taking place during the 90s, but also some great 90s music. Some great use of the old Transformers songs. The flavor, it tasted great. There are some fan favorite moments in this movie. There is some stuff you see in this movie that'll just put a huge smile on your face. And that was great. Stephen Caple Jr. Just does a great job with Transformers stuff. Hopefully he does another one in the future, as long as it's not Michael Bay. And there was a scene in this where I almost cried because it has something to do with Optimus and Noah. Because Optimus in this movie, he doesn't really like humans. He talks down to them, sees them as shitty flesh sacks or useless appendages, like usual. But no, and then what he caught in the end, spoilers, when Noah saves him, I thought that was really good, really touching, and it hit me. It was just really, really nice to show Optimus Prime that humans are not useless. They could step up and do what's right when it needs to be done. In the end, guys, Transformers Rise of the Beast is a kick-ass, fun summer movie. Highly recommend you go watch it just to have a fun time at the theater. You just do yourself a favor. Go have some fun. And this movie is perfect fun for the whole family and for people who love Transformers as well. Just go see it. You know you want to. You know you want to, bro. In my book, this movie single-handedly beat and took a giant shit on all the other movies. That's a fact from myself. That's my opinion, and you can argue with the wall if you don't agree. Watch both Bumblebee and Beasts. Peak Transformers. Just real quick, huge spoiler territory right now. When I saw that they were going to do a crossover for the next movie with G.I. Joe and Transformers, that has potential to be the coolest fucking movie ever. Big robots and ninjas and army dudes. How is that not awesome? So hopefully the post-credit scene of this movie sets up for that for the next movie. So hopefully they do it well and right, so we can have one giant kick-ass movie with two badass property franchises. And I think everyone wants to see that, and everyone will love it if it's done very, very well. I wonder if it'll start a new G.I. Joe franchise, because the only other G.I. Joe movie that came out that was new was Snake Eyes. And that movie was like mixed for people. Didn't do that well for some people, but it was fine for some people. I personally got pissed at it. I didn't really fuck with it that much. It could have been way better. But the guy, Henry Golding, who played him, I'd like to see him back. He did a fine job, I think. Nice how they're going to get a crossover. I was waiting for them to crossover with Fast and Furious. I know that would have been fucking hilarious. And you know you would want that too. Just why not? I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10.